What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to do a flat barbell bench press. Now I really want you to listen up and pay attention. This exercise took me years to master, and I know that you're probably making a couple of the same mistakes that I was making. So I want to get into it with you, and I want to help you master this movement. So first things first, right? The flat barbell bench press is a free weighted movement, right? Which means it's a high skill movement, which again, I'm a huge proponent of learning by doing. But you shouldn't just hop on this thing and start bench pressing, okay? It's just the fact of the matter. So I'm gonna teach you some tips and tricks today that are really gonna help you. So first things first is we're gonna talk about our chest positioning here, okay? We are going to shrug our shoulders up, back, and down, okay? That's number one. We're shrugging our shoulders up, back, and down, okay? Very easy, very simple. That's called retracting our scapula. It's gonna make our chest the highest point in our physique. It's gonna activate the chest. It's a great cue. Number two, is we've got to lie down on the bench. Now, how we lie down on the bench is when our scapula is retracted up, back, and down, we need our traps, these upper back muscles right here called the traps, we need those traps to be the first point of contact on the bench, right? So up, back, and down, and fall back on the bench. Now, what a lot of people do is they may push their head through like this in order to roll their shoulders back and then make their traps the first point of contact, right? Now, notice here I'm sliding back past these safeties, right? Because these are designed for a reason, for if you fail your press, right? The safeties are there so that you don't take your neck off, God forbid, okay? So in that case, I honestly should be sliding back a little more. So again, we're going to retract our scapula, shoulders up, back, and down like this. We're gonna slide back, okay, and do a safe position here, okay? Next, let's talk about the way we grip the bar, okay? So I'm gonna get my beautiful cameraman to come in here, right? The big thing here when we grip the bar on a barbell, guys, and this goes for barbells, dumbbells, anything, is you wanna take your hands like this, make L's, okay? Then what you wanna do is line your thumb up with the knurling. The knurling is this part of the barbell, right, that gets rough or spiky, okay? From there, what you wanna do is line your thumbs up with that knurling, and then you want to twist your hands, okay? So we're here, we're twisting our hands in like this, okay? So that the barbell, right, is sitting on that inner thumb meat, okay? I said that inner thumb meat. From there, right, boom, we're gonna grab the bar. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna twist our arms in. And that's called bending the bar. And not only is that just called bending the bar, right? That's how you grab any barbell, dumbbell. That's basically how you grab anything in the gym. So again, we're gonna take our L position right here. We're gonna twist our arms in like this, grab, okay? And we're gonna lock in. So we're gonna put all of that together. Here, I'm gonna sit up, my man. So we're gonna put that all together, okay? So scapula retracted, okay? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back, traps touch the bench first, okay? We're gonna get our L position, grip the bar properly, okay? Boom. Then what we may do is we may retract our scapula, come in, and then we've got leg drive. Now people use leg drive all different ways, right? For me, I like to just kind of be right around here, squeezing my glutes, pushing my butt back towards my traps without letting my butt come off the bench. When you induce leg drive, right? What you wanna do, right, is you want to be up here, right? Come back, slide back, and lock your legs in, okay? A great cue to use again is pushing your butt back to your traps without letting your butt come up, right? We don't want that, but we do want you to push your butt back, okay? From there, okay? We've got our scapula retracted, okay? We've got our bar gripped correctly, and we got our leg drive. We're ready to unrack the barbell. See, up until this point, we weren't even unracking the barbell, okay? So we're gonna safe position in our legs, in our shoulders, in our wrist, because your wrist can get hurt, and then we're safely positioned behind these safety thingies right here, right? These safety pins or racks or whatever you wanna call them, right? From there, let's do it and put it all together and unrack that bar, okay? So we come up, we're back, right? I guess we're gonna call step one. Let's call step one, taking the L position and gripping the barbell correctly. Boom. Step two is we're gonna retract our scapula, shoulders up, back, and down. Traps the first point of contact and slide back. Number three, we're gonna set our leg drive position up like this. Again, some people like to tuck their feet under on their toes.
I'm just gonna do it like this, squeeze my glutes and pushing my knees out. Now we're gonna get to unrack the bar, okay? Now we're gonna unrack the bar, and we're going to lower this bar with our elbows tucked, right? Now when I say elbows tucked, I don't mean in here, and I don't mean flared out here, right? We don't wanna tuck them in like this, and we don't wanna flare them out like this, right? When we unrack the bar, sorry about that, when we unrack the bar, what we want here, okay, is for our elbows to be tucked with our bend the bar cue. From there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna treat this barbell range of motion like a crescent moon going down, right? And we're also gonna treat it like a crescent moon going up. So when we go down, we start the bar at our upper chest, right, or our mid chest. We go down to below the nipples, okay? And then we're gonna press up from below the nipples to the mid chest, right? So when I say mid chest, right, this is like the mid chest right here, okay, the middle chest. So when we unwrap the bar, right, I'm gonna reposition myself because I think I'm getting out of place, right? When we unwrap the bar using all of our cues, okay, the main thing to understand here is that we want to unrack the bar, start at the mid chest, and then we're gonna do a crescent moon or a diagonal line's worth of range of motion, right? So we're going from the middle chest to below our lower chest, right? To below our nipples, I should say. Not below our lower chest, but to below our nipples, right? So we're at the mid chest here, elbows tucked, and then we're to below the nipples here. Mid chest to below the nipples, just like that. And as we press down, or as we lower the bar, I should say, we want to press our chest up, right? Squeezing our glutes, inducing that leg drive. Then we're gonna press up like that, right? From there, okay? Again, very easy, very simple. I'm gonna repeat myself. Mid chest, crescent moon down to below the nipples, to the nipples, up, crescent moon up to mid chest, right? Locking our elbows out, right? Every time. You can still get the full range of motion. Boom, just like that. Whew. Guys, what I tell you.
Would you believe me, I should say, if I told you that I'm exhausted after doing that? It's true. But that's how you flat barbell bench press, and there's a lot of cues, as you can see, that you may not be doing that I think you should add that is really gonna take your bench press to the next level, okay? This is how I bench 315, right? I know it's not great, you know, but I'm not a power lifter. It's how I close grip bench 315. This is how I progress my bench after failing at it for so many years, right? Just making sure I have the proper technique, okay? I think that's the simplest thing, right? And it doesn't matter, or not even the simplest thing, I think that's the most important factor, I should say. The biggest thing here too to understand is when you do this movement, and this is the very last thing, guys, it depends on your program, but there's touch and go and there's pausing, right? So we're gonna get, and I'll take it from the top from you guys, right? So the bar's back here, let's bring it up here a little bit, right? Let's bring it to the front. L position on the hands, twist, grip, flex and engage, right? We're gonna bend the bar, that's the cue. Triceps up, back and down, track the scapula, chest up, glutes contracted, knees pushed out, chest up, glutes contracted, knees pushed out with leg drive. From there, unrack the bar to the mid chest, come down to right below the nipples, right? Now we can either do a tap and go like that, tapping the chest ever so slightly, or we can do a pause, right? Now it doesn't matter if we're doing pause like this or tap and go like this. The negative of your bench needs to be controlled, and that last range of motion especially, right? That last 50% range of motion needs to be controlled. Guys, when people are benching, normally I see them lose control from here to here, and they start bouncing, slamming the bar off their chest. This is the most important range of motion to getting strong and progressing here, right? So I want the most control in this bottom 25% of the range of motion. Now, obviously you should have control in the whole part of the movement, but just a common mistake that people make. And that, guys, is how you flat barbell bench press.